Good morning, fellow puppy owners. Hope everyone's doing okay and surviving and hopefully getting to enjoy a little bit of the nice weather that we're having at the moment. Today, me and Akira wanted to talk to you about veterinary handling. So this is something that's actually really important, even if it's not the current situation, or perhaps even if you've got an older dog, there's no harm in starting doing this. But especially at the moment, if you've got a puppy, because of the social distancing restrictions, you can't go into the vet with them. So that means that it might be an even more worrying experience than normal because we can't be there to support them. So hopefully with some of today's tips, we can make sure that going to the vets, even without you, is as minimally stressful as possible. Just because your puppy likes being handled by you, it doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to enjoy it when it's someone that they don't know, especially with the current restrictions and the fact they won't have been handled by many people that they aren't familiar with. Also, vets handle puppies in a really different way from what we do at home, so it's unlikely that you've recently vet checked your puppy. So that's what we're going to build in today, with some ways for your puppy to know that it's nothing to be worried about. So you can start off by getting a bit of vet bed or a thick towel or a blanket that you don't use at any other times that's going to be specific to their veterinary training. This is transferable, which means that you can ask your vets to use it as well. So even though you're not going to be there to support your dog yourself, hopefully if we teach them that this means that they're safe and that nothing bad's going to happen, that's going to help them even when you aren't around. As your puppy is quite small, even if they're a large breed, there's a good chance that the vets are going to be picking them up and putting them on a table, which is quite scary for dogs that aren't used to that. That's really different from being handled on the floor like your puppies will be a lot of the time at home. So what's a really good thing to do is introduce a word that let them know that they're going to be picked up, and then getting them used to being handled on the table. So you can use anything really. You can use the word lift. We've been using the word up. So that just lets Akira know that we're about to pick her up. Up! So pick them up as securely as you can using two hands supporting all parts of their body, and then just feed them while they're on the blanket. So they know that they just come up, this is a positive area, and then when they've eaten, put them back down. Up. Good girl. And you can repeat this exercise several times so they know what going on the table means, and going on the towel means that it's positive, it's brief, and after that things will be back to normal. Once your dog knows that going on and off the towel, on and off the table is nothing to be worried about, we can start introducing the types of handling that your vet might be doing with them. So, up. Oh, good girl. Really commonly, your vets are going to need to restrain your dog. So this might be to listen to their heart or to have a vaccination. So something like this, feeding your dog whilst holding them still, is going to help getting them used to this. Some dogs might find this quite scary because they've not got free choice anymore. Up. Some dogs might find this a little bit frustrating because they can't get to where they want to or can't do what they want to. So build this up nice and slowly. You can see with Akira there, she just got a little bit wriggly towards the end. So we'll practice it at a few seconds and build it up as she gets more comfortable. Once your dog's comfortable being restrained, you can start getting them ready for what it'll be like when they perhaps get vaccinated or get an injection. So by putting your finger and your thumb around the skin at the back of their neck, and then as you're holding onto that, feeding them. Once your dog's comfortable with that, you can use another finger to touch there just gently so they get used to a little bit of pressure while you're holding their skin up while something positive is happening to help get them ready for an injection. Getting your dog used to other novel objects being near them whilst on the mat as well is going to help them get ready for things like having their microchip checked. So you might not have a stethoscope at home, but you can perhaps make your own. So your dog gets used to the sensation of something strange against their skin, again, whilst you're feeding them and rewarding them. Good girl. So as with any training, keep sessions nice and short. Always keep an eye on your dog's body language, and if they're a little bit uncomfortable, just go back to the step before. This training's a really good idea to do with any dog, and actually it's worthwhile keeping up throughout your puppy's life.